everyone, it's Cass from the Perris Library, and this week is the 6th week of our summer reading program, so that means it's Blue Week. And so that means we're going to start off our craft by making a blue tissue bowl. If you came by the library this week, that means you picked up a really cool craft kit, and all you need is some scissors. So please have a partner guardian help you out if you need any assistance. This is what your craft kit should look like. Inside your kit, you should find a paper plate, a bag of assorted tissue paper, a paintbrush, a cup of glue, and lastly, a balloon. Let's get started and start blowing up our balloon. I chose a small size because I didn't want it to be too big, so it's up to you how big you want your bowl to be. Next, you're going to grab your plate and you're going to grab your assorted tissue paper. You're going to only put a little bit on top of your plate. You don't want to put the whole thing in. And just start separating some of the papers you see. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your paintbrush and your glue, and you're going to put the glue onto your balloon. And that's where you're going to decide how deep you want your bowl to be. I decided to make mine really deep because I'd rather have a lot than not enough. And don't forget, if you make it too deep, you could always just trim it off. That's why we have our scissors. Once you are done gluing it on, you can start putting your tissue paper on it. You can either dip it onto your plate or you can use your hands. I did both methods. Now that my first layer is done, I'm going to let it dry a little bit and then go ahead and start my second layer. And I do that again by gluing and then putting the tissue paper right back on. You can repeat this as many times as you like. Now that I'm done with all my layers, I'm going to pop my balloon, but only pop it after 24 hours of it being completely dry. That's what I did. Now you can start trimming to make it look nicer and neater. After you're done trimming, you should be left with something like this, and you could either keep that on or you can do it like how I did, and I peeled it off because I really loved the design that left under. And this is your final product. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can start putting things in there. Just make sure you do not eat from out of the bowl. You can just place things in there. I hope you guys had fun. I hope next week you can join me for our next craft. But for now, let's move on to our book recommendation for this video. Our first book is On a Sunbeam by Tillie Walden. This non-specific, futuristic sci-fi romance book will make you go through a roller coaster of emotions. With love interests being separated, learning what it takes to find yourself, and how found families come together in love and support for one another. You are sure to fall in love with this book and feel safe in it. Our next book is Key to Fear by Kristen Cass. This book is relevant to our pandemic lives we have been going through, but with way more extremes. Touching anyone is outlawed. You are chosen a spouse by the key. And babies being conceived by science instead of by love is just some of the dystopian things you'll read. And some of the things our main characters have to get through. For more information on these books or books like this, please visit our website. There you'll find all types of resources we offer in all our Riverside County branches near you. Thank you for watching!